Hello and welcome back to your own Reviews channel. Today we will be reviewing a comedy thriller movie from year 2013 named Las Vegas. So sit back and enjoy the complete video. Billy, Paddy, Archie, and Sam have been friends since childhood in Flatbush, Brooklyn, and now they are all in their senior years. Sam and his wife Miriam are leading a quiet life in a retirement village in Florida. Archie, who has been divorced twice and retired from the Air Force, lives with his son Ezra and his family in New Jersey after suffering a stroke. Paddy, on the other hand, lives alone in his Brooklyn apartment, still grieving the loss of his wife Sophie over a year ago. Meanwhile, Billy is a successful entrepreneur in Malibu, California, and he lives with his 31-year-old girlfriend Lisa. When Billy discovers an old bottle of scotch from their childhood adventures, he decides to reconnect with Sam and Archie. They plan a bachelor party for Billy in Las Vegas before his upcoming wedding. Sam even gets permission from Miriam to join in on the fun, and they all set off on an adventure to celebrate Billy's big day. The group of 4 friends reunite at the airport, where Billy and Paddy engage in a heated argument stemming from a past disagreement. Archie intervenes to defuse the situation, urging them to set aside their differences and enjoy the weekend together to celebrate Billy's upcoming wedding. They decide to head to Binion's gambling hall and hotel for check-in, only to discover that the hotel is closed for renovations. Billy's assistant arranges for them to stay at the Aria Resort and Casino, the venue for the wedding. While taking a break at the casino, they encounter Diana, a charming lounge singer who captivates them with her performance. As they banter about various topics, including Sam's love life, Archie's health concerns, and Billy's young fiancée, Paddy expresses his frustration towards Billy for missing Sophie's funeral. However, Diana's charm eventually persuades Paddy to rejoin the group over martinis. They invite Diana to join them at the Aria, but encounter a traffic jam on the Las Vegas Strip as they make their way there. Archie decided to try his luck at a blackjack table while waiting for their rooms. He ended up getting into a small argument with a cocky gambler named Dean. Surprisingly, Archie then bought $15,000 worth of chips, which shocked Sam and Paddy. Paddy later warned Sam that Archie was losing money, but when they went to check on him, they found out he had actually won $102,000. Worried about being accused of cheating, they left the table when the pit boss noticed them. Meanwhile, Billy was charmed by Diana as she shared her story of moving to Vegas after losing her job as a tax attorney in Atlanta and pursuing her dream of singing as a divorced single mother. Later on, the quartet ends up as judges in a lively swimsuit competition. The casino manager approaches them, impressed by Archie's blackjack skills, and generously offers them the top penthouse suite to stay in. They are assigned their own host, Lonnie, who reluctantly agrees to the job after the original guest, 50 Cent, couldn't make it. Upon entering the suite, Billy suggests opening a vintage bottle of scotch to celebrate their reunion, but Paddy brings up his absence from Sophie's funeral and storms off. That night, the remaining 3 head to Hayes and manage to skip the line after waiting for an hour, only to be stopped by the bouncer who insists they buy bottle service to enter. They eventually agree after seeing more women entering the club. Inside, Billy and Sam chat with the bride-to-be and maid of honor from a bachelorette party, while Archie hits the dance floor. Dean shows up and starts getting too handsy with the bride-to-be, but Archie, Billy, and Sam intervene. Dean tries to throw a punch at Billy, but Paddy arrives just in time to knock him down, handing Archie his cell phone with numerous missed calls from Ezra. The following day, Paddy pays a visit to Diana while the rest are recovering from their hangovers. He confesses to Diana that both he and Billy were in love with Sophie when they were younger, and Sophie chose Paddy to be with. Diana looks at him intently as she encourages him to move forward and not dwell on the past, mentioning that Sophie would have wanted it that way. Later, Paddy joins Billy at the pool cabana and expresses his need to move on from Sophie's passing, also expressing concern about Billy marrying a younger woman. The group decides to throw a big party in their suite, and Dean is brought in by Lonnie to apologize for his behavior. Dean is fooled into thinking they are mafia members from the East Coast called the Flatbush Four. While Billy relaxes, the others, with Dean's help, get dressed in fancy suits and prepare for the bachelor party. They invite various guests, including the Hens Party, exotic dancers, transvestite band, and Zarkana cast members. Billy later visits Diana at her workplace, where she admits her fondness for him. As they stroll along the strip, Billy reveals to Diana that Paddy gave Sophie an ultimatum to choose between him and Billy, and Sophie secretly chose Billy first. However, Billy believed that Sophie was meant to be with Paddy, so she ultimately chose Paddy. The bachelor party is in full swing as Paddy prepares to socialize once more. Sam reconnects with the maid of honor from the previous night, who playfully flirts with him. Archie dances with the bride-to-be and other female guests, offers Dean advice on meeting women, and is surprised by Ezra's unexpected arrival. Archie advises Ezra to cherish this special time with his father. Ezra calms down and agrees. As Sam and the maid of honor head upstairs, he appreciates her advances but ultimately declines. He explains that while being intimate with her would be amazing, he has a tradition of sharing everything with Miriam. To keep their relationship wonderful, he would have to confess what happened in Vegas, which would hurt her deeply. Paddy confesses to Billy that he invited Diana to the party because he likes her and wants a fresh start after Sophie's passing. However, he realizes that Billy also has feelings for her. They hurry to greet Diana as she arrives, but Billy accidentally pushes Paddy into the pool. Upstairs, Billy tells Diana about Paddy's feelings and urges her to give him a chance. Feeling uncomfortable, Diana believes she is being treated like a gift and compared to Sophie. When Paddy overhears the conversation, he is heartbroken. He throws away the old bottle of scotch, feeling devastated, and leaves the party. The following day, Paddy confronts Billy by the pool and expresses his concern. He tells Billy that he doesn't understand women like he loved Sophie during their time together, and insists that the wedding should be called off. Just as Lisa and her bridesmaids arrive, Paddy playfully pushes Billy into the pool. In return for his loyalty to Sophie, Paddy informs Lisa that the wedding is no longer happening. While the guys engage in casual conversation with the bridesmaids, who are now ready for a wild and boozy time with an upset Lisa, Billy and Lisa have a heart-to-heart discussion. As they start packing up to leave, Billy comes to terms with his age and admits his fear of growing old and being alone. They reconcile as friends and encourage Billy to visit Diana. Billy surprises Diana at her workplace and confesses his feelings for her. The guys bid farewell to Dean and Lonnie, and finally decide to open the old bottle of scotch for a final toast. Billy and Diana have exciting news: they're getting married. They reached out to Archie and Paddy to share the news. They also tried calling Sam, but he was occupied in bed with Miriam and couldn't pick up the phone. Here the movie ends. I hope you guys like this video. Please hit like, share the video with your friends and subscribe my channel.